Welcome everyone. Thank you for coming to our first MAV Hack. Hopefully we're going to have some really exciting outcomes and it can be the start of something really big. We're looking at council pain points that have been identified by a digital transformation group that we actually put together last year at the MAV. They made a list and then came up with the ones that they thought we could most readily collaborate on. So some of those were what we're hacking today, and that is disabled parking permits, waste management and planning permits.
Well, we love working with the MAV because they have a good understanding of their customer base, so what is the requirements of these council users, and we believe that working together strategically we can add value to understanding all of the problems across all the councils and solve for those councils in a collective way.
I'm a process background, so always looked at end-to-end, or what I thought was end-to-end, understanding that there's a customer in there but not really knowing what that meant. So this approach has been interesting. I look forward to doing it more often back in my own workplace.
The biggest challenge, I think, is the education of community. I think all communities are different, and in this sense, it's trying to meet, in the middle and deliver something certainly from a government point of view that pleases, the end user and the ratepayer.
Yeah, I think that time constraint almost drives an energy that you just don't get otherwise. And coming at it with innocence helps as well. So innovation really relies on unlearning what you already know. But this is an environment where that can happen.
I love the ideas that we've sort of come up with today that are different to what's been developed and explored before from a policy perspective or constraints perspective. I think we've just got ideas that are out of the box that are actually really practical as well.
It's certainly faster and cheaper with this centralised lodgement system. It's transparent. It's a system that I can track and where progress is clear.
In lots of ways, planning represents all that's great about government, and it can represent all the things that's wrong with government at the same time in the way that we deal with it. So I thought it was beautiful the way you picked up on those success factors.
We see that by having designated dates and drop zones for these items that are mobiles, they're pop zones, that we will have fewer incidents of illegal dumping.
In waste, obviously, and those working in the area know this very well, if there were simple solutions, they would have been implemented by now.
We're trying to establish a really smooth rollout procedure here, focusing on the education and awareness of these changes to the general community, but especially to those in the disabled community.
At the heart of what you've achieved here is you've hit on what is becoming increasingly prevalent in our life as consumers, and that is the personalisation of services.
Some of the very important exercises we did was actually around empathising and experience mapping, and that's what really showed the areas that we needed to work on.
I did want to make comment that so often in government we think we're the experts and we do stuff without actually talking to the people who are going to use those services. And thank you very much, teams, for allowing me to gratuitously comment on all your hard work, and we look forward to seeing you at the next fantastic MAV Technology event.
At the beginning, what we did was just all of these ideas were coming left, right and centre, but then the kind of idea evolved over time.
It was a fun couple of days. I think we came to some outcomes that can be quite useful, particularly for people with disabilities.
Across Australia, no matter what local government municipality I'm working in, they're all dealing with the same challenges. Getting over that innovation hump, it does take investment to change the way you're doing things to new ways, but the efficiencies and the cost savings, and then also the better services to citizens are the payoff at the end. But certainly everything I've seen today, every single core idea, in my view, is fully implementable.
I'm pretty confident in the debriefing sessions that we will run with MAV that we will get one or two emerging areas that I think Telstra and our partners can actually help local government deliver some solutions for.
Been really pleased with people's reaction to it at every level. So I'm really happy that the teams have had the reaction that they've had, and I'm really optimistic about how it's going to go from here. So yeah, it's done exactly what I hoped it would do.